I'll have it open while I'm.
Carol, you can tell too down at the bottom where it says participants.
Oh, I see. Okay. Because I'm eating and I don't want anybody to see me eating other than you guys.
Oh, I see that. Participants.
I'll have it open while I'm. All right. Yep, we're good.
I message you guys too, Jay, you and Carol, the agenda.
Okay.
So you can
Although
look
you're
at it.
doing it live on YouTube, we can't tell who's coming in on there.
Yeah, I have it right now. No one but myself is watching, so.
Even your
Bring it
wife
up.
doesn't want to watch us.
Well, she's not. She's definitely not interested in enough of me. No. All right. I did actually, if you wanted to be incredibly thorough about this, hang on one second. I did have an American flag
Oh, okay.
for you.
That is so cool. Look here, Pen. Come on over.
That's
You can
awesome.
do the pledge with us.
Oh, boy.
Come on. Looky. Here we are. Look. Yeah, look.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That is awesome, Tim.
Yeah, I've done a lot, as I said, a lot of Zoom this year. So, and there's the agenda.
Yeah, so obviously we don't have any public comment.
And I'll look, let me make sure there's no one commenting on the stream. Nope, no, nothing.
Okay. So then we go down and we review the meeting minutes from the last meeting, which was September 22nd.
You should have your minutes there, Pen. Oh, you know what, Jade? Should we do a roll call?
Oh, yes, sorry.
That's okay.
Seconds.
I see.
It's the same as last meeting.
Yeah. Carol?
Huh? Here. Sorry, my mouth full. Here.
Eva here. Jaylene.
Here.
And we got Tim.
I'm here.
And of course I'm here. Okay, that makes our quorum.
I make the motion, we accept the minutes from the last meeting.
Okay, September 22nd. Carol,
Where's Penny?
you there? Did you get them all looked at? Pen? The minutes? Okay, wait. A second. You'll yell that out?
I second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay, Neve.
Got it. Your treasurer's report, there should be two there. For last month and this month. And then you should also have your profit loss. Did those all come through, guys?
Yes.
Two reconciliations, a balance sheet, and a profit loss. Our bottom line should be looking good because we had that collection and it went pretty good.
It's like 9 pages.
Yes. Yeah, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I see we have quite a few return checks.
6. Yeah, Mrs. Benton passed away and her children are in a tizzy with the whole estate. So
They're all from her?
well, two of them were. And the other two were insufficient funds. I guess you could say hers were insufficient funds because the one sister closed the account and she was an ACH and they didn't even tell me.
Oh,
Yeah. But now Ligonier Law is taking care of it, so we should get back on track with her. Unfortunately, they got to pay the fees now.
and then like what are uncategorized expenses?
I don't know. Oh, I think that was Len's order from what's it called? Kelly Blue Book. It was things like rubber gloves.
Oh,
I think I wrote it on the actual check memo part, but then when I have to categorize it, I can't put it with a specific pump station and whatnot.
oh, okay, I see.
Carol, when you do that. Like it was weird stuff, like I think it paper towels or something. I'd have to have the actual bill here to tell you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Well, no, I just wondered. I don't
Yeah, it was weird stuff, so I didn't know what to do with it. What do you generally do, Carol, when you get something like that? Like what category?
Well, I mean, it would be for maybe pump station expenses, split it up among them because he's.
You have to
takes four
split it
pump
among all
stations.
four.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
because you have a thing for US Blue Book, so
Yeah, that's but that doesn't put it in the category though. That's just the US Blue Book is not the actual category for it.
yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. You have,
Yeah.
you need to have two different things.
Yeah, you can't put it in I didn't know who to assign it to, like what expense to assign it to. So I thought, okay, well, I guess we'll call it uncategorized. You had that was on the list, so I thought maybe that's what you do with it. So I wasn't sure. I never really ran into that. It was mask, I think.
I remember him saying something about them.
Yeah. And he ordered it from Kelly Blue Book, which was a good idea actually, because that's probably where the only place you could find them.
Okay. Any other questions about the financials?
A lot to look over. 2 months worth.
I'm sorry, I was muted. I make a motion to accept the treasurer's report and pay the bills.
Did I hear Penny?
I second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. That's passed, Neva.
Okay.
Tim, you're gonna be up.
What?
You're muted, Tim.
How can you tell when he's muted?
Because I'm talking and there's no sound.
And there's a little microphone that shows up where his name is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
see.
So Eva and I reviewed a number of the letters and liens and whatnot I found in here. Actually, I'll show you my master list here. Give me a second.
Yeah, I love this list. How you.
All right. So at the top here are all the liens that I have filed as the solicitor for the authority. And then in here are sheriff sales that have transpired pretty much this year, tax sales, I should say. And then down here are pending letters I have out with other customers. And over to the right, you can kind of see the status of where things are. So I went through a lot of this with Neva, and really the only two issues at this point. Now, certified mail, as you know, before we can file these liens, I got to send a very specific notice letter to the customer. And to do that, to effectuate service, you would do that certified mail. My understanding is in the past month, 2 months here, with COVID, they're kind of just leaving some of the letters and not really requiring signatures. So service is becoming a bit of an issue on some fronts. But nevertheless, the only ones I had trouble with this month were Tracy Short and Norman Barbara Boring. I got no service on either one of them with my letters back in September, following the last meeting. So I don't know.
Boring was caught up, leave.
Who?
Barb Boring.
Yeah, but that's all she did. No, she hasn't paid since.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is all new now.
So I didn't know if the board wanted me to get a constable to serve these two accounts, these two people. Really, that's our biggest headache out there. And in addition to that, we discussed Mark Howard last month. I got a letter out to him earlier this month, or excuse me, 2 months ago, we discussed him. I got a letter out to him. I sent it regular and certified saying, you built this addition, you didn't connect to, or you didn't do a dye test, you didn't have an inspection, contact NEVA ASAP, or we're going to pursue a private criminal complaint.
You needed a chance too, Tim, if you want to send me a copy of that.
Yeah, I will. I'm sorry, I don't have that. It's in Greensburg, and I don't have that file with me, unfortunately. I'm
So
trying to-
did he contact you, Neva?
No.
It
No, I haven't.
probably was, I want to say 10 days ago, maybe somewhere in there. So I don't know.
He accepted service on the letter?
That I don't know. I don't believe so. Like I said, I had it sent regular and certified just to be safe. Hopefully the regular mail, would scare him enough to give Neva a call, but who knows on that front. I do that with everything, quite honestly, just in case there isn't certified mail, that sometimes people will open the letter, regular mail, and call Neva and get it rolling, because at the very least you're getting some payments on that front. So
That does happen quite often, actually. This time, though.
I think with Norman and Barb Boring, you need to do something, because last time it went too high.
Mhm.
Wait,
And since they don't have a water service, the only way we can do anything to keep them from obtaining like a refinance or whatever was to have that lien against them.
Yeah.
all right.
balance.
What's their balance?
Let me see. I got it right here. I sent them a letter also, so I didn't get any response either. Let me see. I got it.
I'll tell you what my letter said. Give me a second here.
I have them at 584.08, so that would be plus now another month, because I just did another billing.
Okay.
So 584.08 plus this month.
And I can
Is that-
update my letter, because I think that's the balance I had. Give me one moment here. I'm remote into my office computer. Yeah, I have 576.58 when I sent my letter back on September.
Well, we can always add the cost of the constable to the lien, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
because my lien, when I send them the copy, because you have to send a notice letter with the proposed lien to them initially, and I send them also a copy of the resolution I had the authority pass in 2017, saying that they pay me whatever an hour for this, so we can recoup that as well.
Okay.
And that's a very legitimate cost, because they're evading service at this point. So
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
good. Same thing with Miss Short as well.
Or why
There-
not?
Is there any validity, Tim, to this thing where she is calling and leaving me messages? You can't turn my water off. You can't do this. You can't do that because I have a terminally ill daughter.
Well, we turned off Dubix's and they had somebody with cancer up there.
Mhm. I didn't think there was any validity to it, but
Yeah, I mean, nothing. Generally it's incumbent upon them to make that not to just throw that out there and say, because everybody would say that they had some sort of hardship with that. You know, how are we?
My dad died. I don't want to pay my bill.
Yeah, I mean,
So what about this, like, maybe I'm not following it across there, or maybe it's not coming across correctly. Like Jane Bash, there's nothing next to her name.
She paid.
yeah.
Okay, and then the next one is,
Oh, you know why? Because Jane. Oh no, actually, you're right. I didn't have one with that one. So
and then the other one was
Payments.
Krista Miller.
yeah, they're making payments.
Payments.
Okay,
It actually looked like that.
Do you need a motion for us to have you get the constable or?
Well, it's going to be. It'll be an expense of the authority, at least initially. So I would say yes, just to.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
For
Patty?
both accounts or
I second.
which account? Both?
Both accounts.
Okay, short and boring. And your motion is for Tim to send us constable by Carol?
Correct.
Because you can take it.
Seconded by Penny. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Pass, Neva.
Oh, yes.
That's just about it for me this month. Neva and I went through
Oh,
So-
let's go back to Mark Howard. What do we have to do with him?
Mr. Howard. Well, let's see if he gets service. Let's start there. I'll email. I have everybody's email. You know, if he doesn't comply, then we got to file a private criminal complaint because he's in violation of a number of the rules and regulations of the authority.
Well, can we vote on that tonight? Because we won't be meeting now till January.
That's fine. Why don't you say if we don't hear
Yeah.
from him by, I don't know, December 7th, pick a date, whatever date you want, that I can initiate a,
Let me look at it.
excuse me, if Neva doesn't hear from him by December 7th.
Yeah, if you don't hear from him by December 7th, it's a Monday. Then Tim's to proceed with criminal charges.
And that would, again, there's a notice requirement and everything. So, you know, basically what you're approving is me sending him the initial notice for a private criminal complaint. So we'll be back together before that private criminal complaint would be filed anyway, but
But at least you can have your paperwork started.
ball's rolling at that point. So,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, so if we don't hear by 12/7/20, Tim will send initial notice to file criminal complaint.
A private criminal
Private
complaint,
criminal, yep.
yes.
The initial notice to file criminal complaint.
Private criminal complaint.
Private criminal?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So with this, you have to get approval from the magistrate to file it with, or with the DA and the magistrate to file this thing. And generally, they have no issue because, you know, they don't want to get in the middle of this sort of matter.
Did we get a motion on it?
Yes, that was me.
Carol?
I did.
And then
Mhm.
Penny said she second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Hmm.
All those
Aye.
opposed? Same sign. Okay,
And
Neva.
Neva and I had discussed a couple initial lien notifications that are outstanding right now. So that pretty much concludes my report for tonight.
Okay. Thanks, Tim.
Tim, did you guys get that last email I sent you with
Oh, my
Tim's
invoice,
bill?
Yes, yes.
We have a motion to pay Tim.
So moved.
Carol motioned.
I second.
Carol. Okay, and then all yes then?
All those in favor say aye.
Yes?
Yes. All opposed, same sign. It's passed, Neva.
Okay.
Real quick, I assume the board, the authorities, you're planning to continue this fourth Tuesday every other month for 2021.
She has a list of meeting minutes.
Oh, okay. You did mention that. Okay, great.
Yeah, and then she has the notice also that for the Zoom.
Fantastic. Okay. assuming you want me back in 2021, I just wanted to, it'd be embarrassing if you say no right now, but that's okay.
You're
Let's
not going anywhere,
do
Tim.
all this work.
Want to continue with the Zoom in January? Plan on having a Zoom in January since Tim's still in quarantine.
I'm good with the Zoom because
Yes,
I heard January's gonna be really bad.
Yeah, and besides that, we don't have to worry about the weather or anything. You know, if you're stuck inside, then you can Zoom.
Perfectly good with it if you guys are.
Yeah.
What
Do
I-
you a motion, Tim?
Yes, will,
Okay.
because you're gonna have to advertise that again.
Yep.
Well, you'll have to advertise all of them, so
Yeah,
just.
all of them anyway, actually. So, but I've advised all of my municipal clients when you're doing this sort of arrangement to have a specific advertisement so people know where to find you here. So,
Kim, can we keep this?
Can I ask a question? When I do my yearly advertising of the meetings, Tim, should I just do it as I normally would and then do the Zoom meeting for January separate?
I don't know if you can clump that into one there. If you
know about
can, yeah. If not, I don't know. In my opinion, the more notice, the better with something like that.
You can ask him, Keith.
Kind of an unusual circumstance there. In addition, what I was telling Neva before everyone joined too, I have 2 municipalities that do these Zoom meetings, and what they do for public comment is they advertise a phone number in there too. And then they can call, like one person sits at the township building. If someone calls in, they put that person on speaker, and then they can have their question or concern out to everybody. Now, I don't know how that would kind of work here. And Neva, I doubt you want to advertise your cell phone or your home address, but I don't know if there was a way we could,
Can't we get a Google phone number?
yeah, so I was thinking that actually, or some sort of, because, you know, I've had members of the public in the past ask for the link to the Zoom, but I'm hesitant with that because you don't want, and you got one member of the public who may be unhappy kind of running the show there all of a sudden. So
Well, you can mute him and you can kick him out of the meeting too.
that's true, yes. But you know, I whatever the authority wants to do with that, it's up to you. But I don't, perhaps.
Is it a necessity, Tim?
Well, I just don't know how they participate in public comment. I guess the other thing they could do is email you or somebody on the authority, like with their question or public comment, and then it can be brought to the,
How soon does she have to advertise the phone number? When
Yeah.
she does the Zoom notice?
yeah, once, as part, what I'm saying is, as part of the Zoom advertisement, we should probably include some manner or mechanism for that, for the public to,
Neva, let me check into doing a Google number because I need
Okay.
one in. And then
Okay.
I think they're free. I mean, I had a Google
Yeah.
number a decade ago. I never used it, but, you know.
yeah, the lady I work with has one too, so that the parents can call her like on the days that she's working
Yeah.
outside the building. So
That way that, you know, when we never have, the authority never has any public comment, but in case that one
on
time,
a rare occasion, huh?
look, I'm just thinking of everything laid out here, every contingency, so. But other than that, again, that would conclude my report for tonight.
So we still need to, a motion on the Zoom meeting for January 26th meeting.
Can I, can I do the motion?
I can do it. So
Okay.
moved.
I'll second it.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign.
Okay.
Good name. Excuse me.
Right. Okay, and Jay is looking into, what do you call it, a Google number?
Yeah,
Google. Into meeting.
There is a second person watching right now. I don't know who that is, but thank you for joining us tonight.
Well, like I said, I put it on the door, so down at the office.
Oh, now that they just left, never mind. It
You're
said two were watching now, and now it went right back to one, so.
Okay. So we got that organized. So our reorganization will be over the Zoom in January. Okay.
Is that okay?
That's okay, right, Tim?
Yes, that is okay. You're gonna have a lot of that in January, so.
I'm sure. The way things are going. Oh, Lord.
Okay, you're up.
Looks like guys, you want me to move on?
Yeah, you're up.
Okay.
I'm missing Jeopardy.
What's that?
I'm missing Jeopardy, so yes.
Oh.
Hey, they said Tim Jennings is going to replace him.
Yeah, I guess that quite
Yeah,
some.
we did too, but they did an official announcement
Yeah.
last night or night
Oh,
before.
you guys really watch Jeopardy?
Oh my
Yeah,
God, yes, we don't miss it.
I have to see how dumb I am, you know?
I am not a game show person.
We watch Jeopardy. We've been doing that for years and we're killers at it. If you're ever in
Oh
the
my
chair and you need
God.
to phone a friend,
Hi, Randy.
my head's full of useless information.
Oh my God.
Don't call my sister.
How does Randy do? Oh my God,
Oh,
Penny's
they're both
sisters.
killers.
You can't call her sister when it's on.
Yeah, I just have to remind him that just because he shouts it louder doesn't mean he got it first.
I like that.
Okay, move on.
Okay, normal monthly operations. I did the collection. And well, that's actually number 3 too. So I was working with people setting up payments and getting them scheduled and the amounts and all that stuff. So it's been going very well. Actually, most people were very responsive, and except for those few that we already discussed, pretty much everyone's on a payment plan now. We'll see how they follow through. So just because they're on it doesn't mean like they don't give you the first couple and then you don't see them again.
Mhm.
It's repeat offenders usually, so. But for the most part, it really went pretty well. Like some big dollar figures were paid, and committed to paying. So that's good. Dye testing, we have which I did go over this with Tim a little because I needed legal advice for the dye testing at the Betty Wallace's property. And she actually had Betty Wallace's sister is the estate owner now, and Ron Davies is the real estate agent, and the house is sold. But we did the dye test, and it failed because it has a slot. I call it a slop sink, a sink in the basement, and it was not hooked into our system, and it has to be into the system. So they disconnected the water lines and capped them off, and the drain line, and plugged the drain. But they didn't remove the sink from the wall. I guess it's bolted on the wall. Well, Len flunked the dye testing and won't pass it because the sink wasn't actually pulled off the wall. But she hired a lawyer, Mike Shalani, which I didn't realize Mike Shalani had a far out relative, Mike Shalani, that's a lawyer. But anyway, he called me and we talked a little bit about it. And he said, well, Neva, this is how it's going to be. I'm going to request that you show me a copy of the rules and regulations that state it has to be disconnected from the wall, because we disconnected it from the water and the drain, but she's afraid to pull it off the wall because I guess it's cemented somehow. And she doesn't want to damage the foundation. It's one of the older foundations, kind of like what I have. But
Well,
so
we
what do you
require
think?
to remove it because 10 minutes after you leave, it's reconnected.
So you do require, you have it in your rules?
Remove it from at our place where I am. But we don't really have, if it's not connected, it either needs to be connected or removed. It's black and white. So looking for rules and regulations, That's the rules and regulations. But yeah, if you leave them, like I make them take it clear up the water supply, clear up to the floor joists and solder and cap them. I make them close up the drain plug, and I make them remove the fixture from the basement. Would be it a toilet, a slop sink, whatever. It needs to be out of there because, like I said,
So-
10 years later they.
What happens if the lawyer asks you to send that to them in the rules and regulations? What do you do?
Well, the rules and regulations say everything that's supposed to be connected is supposed to be connected. So it's a fixture that can't be there.
So what should
They
I
want to
send?
connect it, right?
Too bad. Tell them it's a fixture that is to be either connected to the system or removed, period.
The fixture that has to be connected to the system or removed. And then what do I do? Just send them like
What we have for policies or rules, but I mean, it's all gray water needs to be connected to the sanitary sewer.
Mhm.
And
And he
I know
knows-
it's not going to damage a foundation. Oh my God. If taking out a freaking sink ruins a foundation, the house is going to fall down, period, anyway.
That's true.
yeah,
Very
well,
true.
and she's older, so I don't know if she, just doesn't, know what to
They
do.
take their sawzall in there and they can just saw it right off.
I can.
But since, you know what, maybe because my feeling is if the lawyer is involved, then Tim needs to be involved probably.
Probably.
Because that's how they make money is they get involved. Huh, Champ?
Generally, yes.
Yeah, and honestly, like when he asked me about, well, I'm going to ask you to send me a copy of that specifically says it has to be removed from the wall. So
Well,
I
we have
didn't,
that in our regulations?
is it what?
In our regulations?
It doesn't specifically say removed from the wall. It just says if it's gray water, it has to be connected. If it's storm water, it can't be connected.
Yeah.
So,
It does, it's being not specific on purpose.
yeah. So Tim, what do you think? You want to go with that or what do you want to do?
That's fine. If you want to direct this gentleman to me, that's fine. Why don't you just give him my contact info and
How about I call him tomorrow because I haven't heard back and I think he's waiting for me to fax him the rules and regulations.
I
So-
have them saved in a PDF, and I'm looking
Okay.
at them right now remotely on my desktop at work, or at the other office, I should say. So just have him contact me, and I can send them to him. I mean, they're public records. He can look at those. It's not an issue there. And I'll go through and see what, I'm looking at what the rules and regulations. There is a specific section in Article, 10 here about connections to the system. So I'll take a look at what it says there and, form a, come up with a good argument, not come up with, but outline a good argument for this. So.
Okay, I'm writing all this down. Wellness dye test. Fail. Okay, so Tim going to call Shalani about Wallace dye test fail. And rules and reg on that. Rules and regs.
Yeah, just have him contact me. That's fine.
Okay. I mean, I haven't heard back from Ron Davies, the real estate agent, so maybe they're proceeding with undoing it because maybe they came to that conclusion, but I haven't heard anything back, so I don't know what's going on with it. If
Okay.
they continued to be an objection to removing it or if they agreed to. So, all right, so I think we got that one taken care of. Collections, we talked about the collections. Okay, the letter for we got a letter from, for a right to know about the Lori Munich, the old church, the antique shop. And I sent that to Tim and Tim was in touch with them and because we're waiting, I've been waiting as you all got a copy of Lenny's packet that it says on an antique shop. So he has the pictures now and all that info and Tim has that now too. So I'm trying now, since I got all this from Lenny, I'm trying to get this all together he wants it sent to him electronically. All the stuff for the Lori Silvis, Munich, I guess her maiden name was Silvis. So he wanted all that sent to him. He has sent a letter for a right to know request. So Tim told him too that we were working on that, correct, Tim?
I did, yes. I talked to him and told him
I
that,
also sent a letter telling him that,
yeah,
we were
because you
working
can
on
always
it.
get an extension and buy more time and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't ignore them or you'll end up with an appeal, and those appeals are painstaking, and you don't want to pay me to have to handle a right to know appeal. It's a lot of time and effort for something you're probably going to lose anyway. So I reviewed the right to know request. That what they're requesting is a legitimate public record. It wasn't anything that was too daunting in terms of record production or anything. I also told this gentleman that the authority doesn't get many of these, and in fact, Neva, I thought you said this is the first one you've ever received.
First one, I didn't even know how to handle it because I
Yeah,
never did.
so
one.
I
I've
said,
spent 8
But
years.
please, before you file any appeal, just talk to me and I'll help facilitate this along. And I think we're pretty good. I
Yeah,
mean,
I thought
with
I'd work on it
Thanksgiving-
Friday, getting it together
Yep.
and then email it to him. He asked if I would email him all the info, so it's everything that has anything to do with the Lori Silva's place, the antique.
And it was just some photos and notes that Lenny made and reports. And
Yeah.
whatnot, so wasn't anything too.
So, I mean, at some point, maybe you're going to have to, Tim, communicate with this lawyer that it is in our rules, again, in our rules and regulations, that floor drain cannot be connected to and you can read, Tim, that report, Len, and get the
Yep.
just out of the problem there.
Sure.
That the floor drain, they don't want to remove that floor drain, and they're saying, well, it was blocked and it's our fault that they lost $1 million worth of antiques in the basement because the basement flooded.
Well, isn't that why they have insurance then?
Yeah, well, like it's our fault. You have your floor drain connected, and had it connected to our sanitary system, and your viewport was completely blocked with stuff. We actually, if you recall, we paid to have that cleaned out. We paid COG
Mm-hmm.
and all that. So honestly, we probably shouldn't even have did that. We did that as a courtesy to get the drains working and whatnot, to get the system working, I guess, is why we decided to do that. But yeah, so that's what we get for, helping out, and now they want to sue us.
Tim will make more money. I'm starting to see a theme here, Tim.
No comment. I'm gonna,
He's gonna abstain from comments.
especially since it's on YouTube, I'm gonna stay extra quiet.
So anyway, that's where we are with that. And you, Carol, and Jaylene and Tim, you two can read Lenny's report there, because I wasn't there for any of that stuff. So I just read the report, and that's what I know as we've been going along about this account and what happened. I remember of us okaying it for COG to go clean it, and all that stuff. And so I know Lenny doesn't have the film. He called and got these pictures from them, so because they actually gave the film to Lori Silvis's dad. So that's where we are with that. So in other words, I'm going to proceed with this. Tim told me how to do this right to know, and gave me advice on that. So I'll proceed with that now to send him the information. I already sent him a letter telling him it was coming. I was getting things together. It took some time. So that's pretty much it for that ordeal. Number 5, we have found out that the Shetler account has only been paying one EDU. She's only been paying for one EDU, and they have 2 places up there. I don't know how that happened or what happened with that, but because, they want to put that trailer up there, and Lynn's been investigating about that trailer. Well, she's been calling me and asking me these questions and stuff. And I literally said to her, well, can you get me the account number? Because I don't know what other account you're talking about. I can't find it. She said, Neva, we only pay one. We only have one. We only pay one EDU. That's it. 145, amount. So, I said to her, well, somehow you've fallen under the wire. That's a mistake. You should be paying two. You have two homes connected up there.
Collect a second tap fee then off of her too.
Well, I thought Lynn said it looked like they did pay the tap fee.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I don't know how that happened, but so I have this down here. So what do I do, Carol? Just to add an EDU to her account?
You can you can make it either
Yeah.
2 units or you can
That's what I thought.
do a separate bill. Yeah, just do 2 units.
Okay. So, do we need to do anything, or, I mean, she knows this is coming. She told me, she said, no, we should be paying two. I don't understand. Had one.
Wonder when you had that issue with the member before with the computer, it dropped some other ones.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know.
But if she was never paying for two, then she was never
And she
had.
never did, and I don't know, because,
I would say she was at some point paying for 2.
would you?
Yeah.
Well, I said, well, your daughter lives there. Are you sure your daughter isn't paying it? She said, well, I'll ask her, but she said, no, she's not paying it. I would know. She said, so she's not paying it either.
Refresh my
So-
memory. Where's their property?
Below your house.
Yeah, right below yours.
At the end
Hello?
of your cul-de-sac there. That field at the end of your cul-de-sac, the houses that are
Like
down.
Judy Merritt's,
Oh,
if you,
okay, yeah. Merging them. Yes.
so that's the place they're thinking about doing that trailer. So that's why all this came up then.
Well,
So,
they have two buildings there now, don't they?
yeah, that's just it.
And the one that Orville and them live in.
Huh?
I said the one that Marge lives in, and then the one that Orville lives in, correct?
Yeah, is that her daughter? She said, my daughter. lives in-"
Yes, Sue.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Cutler, yeah. Well, now she's Orville Saunders.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
who it is.
That's who she's married to. Orville and Lori. Sue's married to Orville Saunders. She used to be married to a Fetzer.
Oh,
Do you remember Josh and Josh would have went to school with Scotty Fetzer, Chris Fetzer?
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, that's their mother and their grandmother.
Oh, okay. Huh, okay. Well, she said, go ahead, start billing me then for the other one. So I just wanted to make that aware that I'm going to add an EDU to that and mark the account accordingly and all that stuff. So, what else? Actually, she even paid me this billing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, she's very cooperative. Well, of course, they want to put that trailer up there, so,
Well, she used to sell real estate, so she should know. Yeah.
I didn't know her, but she was very cooperative. She understood. Okay, and then, of course, the liens, I communicated with Tim, and we went over who is making payments that my success came from, so then I could coordinate with him which ones would be better if he followed up through with the lien. And so we made sure we were matching on all that, because I did that collection, and a lot of the people he would have sent out to, it would have just been a double whammy for no reason, so we got that all organized. And then you guys seen your advertisement for the Zoom meeting. I did that through the Tribune Democrat with Vivian Ohms. And then you got the list for the 2021 meetings, because I'll have to get that in the paper before we have another meeting. So Or do we have to make a motion on that, Tim, or is it just, do we? Okay,
So moved.
you're muted, Tim.
Sorry, yes.
Carol made the motion.
Carol,
Because you're approving the dates as well too, so yes, you should definitely take formal action there.
move dates for 2021 meetings. And Penny yelled in the background that she's second. And we're still good with the Tuesday and the 6:30, right?
Yes, unless
Okay.
somebody else has an issue.
Okay, so we got Carol motion, Penny second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. You're good, Neva.
Okay, I got that one. And let me see if there's anything else. Seems like there was something that I forgot to put in the agenda I wanted to ask you guys. Dang it, I should have wrote it down because now I can't remember.
But you can always message us.
Yeah, I could. It wasn't like real important, but I wanted to ask you about it. Damn, COVID fog can get to you after a while.
Well, if you think about it, just send us an email and
Yeah. I can't remember.
or text, whichever is easier.
Yeah.
You know, you'll remember 5 minutes after you get off the Zoom.
Yeah, and I'll say, oh, dang, there it was. Okay, meeting, all that. Okay, so we're ready to move on to Lenny operations, which you guys might not see that because it's on the last page. I have Lenny's report operations is our next. Yeah, Jay has it there in her hand. So that's what we're ready for on the agenda. I just didn't send you guys the last page of the agenda. Okay, so if you guys want to start looking over Lenny's report. Oh, I know what it was. I just remembered. We got bioxide. I didn't know if Lenny had it on there or not, but I wanted to.
I know you did because I saw the truck there the other day when I was coming down the hallway at school.
Okay, two things actually. It was we got bioxide, so that's good. And when they were delivering it, they pulled the phone line off, so we took care of that. I called Verizon, had them come, and Lenny had to go meet them and let them in. So we got bioxide. Let me write that.
So did they sell pre-sold house?
Who's?
Priest. Well, it used to be Priest. Now it was McGee. They live back here on Apple Lane by me.
Yep.
Who
I
bought
think
it?
was somebody from Pittsburgh bought it. Oh, I know what it is. Tim Rainey is doing our audit. He is in the process of it now. He wasn't comfortable coming in the house, so I made him a disc, laid it on the porch. He got the disc, and then if he needs my big box of files, I'll sit it on the porch. He'll come get it, and he'll be back in touch. So we're in the middle of the audit.
Is this 2019 audit?
Nave.
What's that?
This is the
Huh?
2019 audit?
Yes.
Why so late? I missed something.
Yeah, no. When I contacted him, I was in the middle of COVID, so I didn't get.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't want to come in the house and stuff, and he needed it. And then I had that surgery, so I just got him the disc. And well, it took him, I think, 2 weeks to get back to me then. So yeah, this is the.
Why don't you, while you have him now, schedule him earlier for next year?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, get him in the pipeline because it should have been done by now. I'm surprised DCED is not screaming their heads off.
I think probably not because of the whole COVID thing, maybe,
Yeah,
huh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because usually we have it done before now.
Yeah, usually last month it's turned in by, he usually gets me my report. Usually, yeah, he doesn't take too long, actually.
I think because our fiscal year ends December 31st, that typically they're due like June 30th.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, Tim would really have, he'd be shocked if we'd ever did it in June. Really?
I'm surprised. I mean, I know there's probably not a whole lot of funding from DCED, but when my other municipal clients are late, DCED starts sending me letters as well too. So
And actually, I didn't get any.
they're
I know
usually,
he just finished the borough and finished the library, and so as he's picking up and dropping off there, then that's when he was doing my picking up and,
I'm surprised with the borough. I mean, that's the one that's
Yeah.
pretty stunning
Yeah.
because, we usually, for my 3 townships that I represent, the auditor does the report in like April or May. for
wow.
approval. That's what I mean. One of my clients, they had actual auditors still in place who would handle it. And they were so far behind that DCD was just every week was beating down their door. And I said,
Wow.
you have to hire an outside accountant. You have to do this. Like, we can't, you're going to lose funding if you drag this out any further. So I'm not sure what the deadlines and protocols are for the authority, but as long as I'd get that done soon. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, our fiscal year ends the 31st of March, and we typically have it in by June 30th. Now, this year we were a little bit later because of COVID, but. and
Yeah,
that's all-
usually mine is September. Usually Tim gets back to me in September.
Yeah, you might want to just touch base with him and tell him we're kind of wanting him to schedule us a little earlier in the year.
Maybe, what month do you think?
I would say before November for sure.
August? September?
Well, ask for June and hopefully we'll get July or August maybe.
Probably, huh? He must be behind on everyone because,
He does a very good job and he has a lot of demand.
yeah. Yeah. So I'll write down that we will schedule Tim for July.
June. Ask him for June.
Next. Okay. All right. Okay. Schedule Tim for June or July next year. All right. That's it. That's all I got. Okay. We're ready to move on to Lenny's report. Oh, you got it up there. I never got a chance to read it yet. Oh, yeah, he has on here about the bioxide too, how much we got.
Yeah, it says that they were 250 gallons short.
Yeah, I see that.
Are they going to bring it back or what are they going to credit us or what are they going to?
They, were they just that short of filling us up? Is that what that means?
I don't know. It says we went to number 1 and filled it. We went to number 4 and filled it, but we're 250 gallons short.
Oh, it must mean that they didn't have enough to give us with them or something. I don't know. I never ran into that before. I think we use somebody different now too.
We use Cell Chemical now, they're cheaper. Probably, they don't bill us till the next day, so I'm sure if he didn't bring it all, they only billed us for what we got.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But just
thinking.
confirm that with Lynn.
Because I didn't get any bill at all. Yeah.
We don't need to take any action on Lynn's report, do we?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I don't have any questions or any issues with it.
No. Neither do I. order? If not, we can have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
And it's 7:37, Neve.
7:37.
Uh-huh.
7:30. Same as last week or last Zoom meeting. 7:37 adjourn.
I need a
Jay,
second.
I'll second it. Jay, second. Eva.
Okay.
We have all yes.
Yes.
No eyes, yep.